So that's on. Do we have audio now? Okay, now we have audio. Fun fish fact. Fun fish fact. Microphones work better when you turn them on. Yeah, I know, it's surprising. When you turn on a microphone, it actually works. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It is Saturday night. I feel pretty good. I have no idea how the stream's gonna go today. In fact, you want to know how good I think the stream's gonna go? Oh, hey, good, it actually works. Okay, cool. The other camera works. Hey, say hello to the other side of the garage. So here's the problem. Here's the conundrum. We're gonna be going down a rabbit hole of scuffness today. This whole build series that we are about to undertake. No, it's not the ProForge. ProForge is just here because I haven't moved it. This whole build series is going to be scuffed to the max. I'm getting this out of the way now. What are we doing? Well, I have a link in the description if you want to know what we're building. There's a link in the video description. We are building a Venture XL. What is the Venture XL? It is a big Voron. Fysetc came out with a kit called the Venture XL. It is a build volume-wise 600 by 600 by 600 V2 essentially. It's a derivative of a V2. It's based on a V2 Flying Gantry Core XY. It's got a bunch of modifications to it, but for the most part, it is a Flying Gantry Core XY descendant from a Voron V2. And we're going to be building one. But there's some problems. One, in case you haven't realized, I like building small printers on this channel. For those that happen to be new here, hi, if you're new, like the smash button, subscribe, ring the bell. If you're cool, become a channel member. We build printers a lot on this channel, and you guys know I have a proclivity to smaller printers. Why? I have a lot of 3D printers. The fun is derived from the build. Okay, I have big printers. I have a Prusa XL. I've got Tallboy, which is a V2 that'll do 400 on the Z. I've got some 300 size machines. I've got a 350. But I haven't gone bigger. I don't have anything bigger than an XL. I said no to the Orange Storm Giga when I was offered one. I don't have the room. For those that don't know, I do everything out of my garage. I have a room in the basement where I do 3D printer stuff, but that's more of it's more clean. I don't do builds in that room anymore. That's basically where I have my PLA machine set up and computer stuff in that room, where I play around with my FPV quadcopters and whatnot and build them in there. So we do printer builds for printers out here in the garage, and there's a problem, and the problem is this is how big the bed is. This is how big the frame is. Yes. There we go. So it's 900 meters. It's Titanic. So there's a problem, and the problem is this printer physically cannot leave. Let me double check. Well, I just knocked everything over. That's great. I just knocked everything over. Let me fix this. Let me see if I can fix my camera. Hopefully I didn't break the camera. Camera should still be good. This printer is so big, wherever I build it is where it will live. Simple as that. Wherever I build this printer is where the printer is going to live. 900 millimeters is just under a meter. There are no doorways in my house that this printer will fit through. So the plan is over there. Say hello to the other side of my garage. Is that in frame? I don't even know if that camera's working. Let me go see. Is that camera working? Is the camera working? It is not working. It is not working. It's frozen. I accidentally unplugged it. 1 second here. Mobile cam, deactivate, activate. There we go. There we go. So over here, I think we're, yeah, now we're working. This is the other side of my garage. You don't see this that often. Why? Well, it's because it's where I put my kid's bike and my lawnmower. It's a garage. I need it. I need somewhere to put yard stuff. These are empty, by the way. So anyways, I got my bike here. Here's the bike we built. I'm having fun with it. I've got like 50 kilometers on it. So that is where the printer is going to live, on the other side of the wall. Okay, because I've got all these nice printers here, but I don't have any room to put a meter by a meter printer on this side. So it's gonna have to live on the other side. The plan is, for those that don't know, see where the lawnmower is and see where the light is. The plan is all this is gonna go into a shed in the next couple little bit, and the printer is gonna live in this corner right here, because in this corner right there, where you see the light, that corner has a 220 outlet where I want to plug the printer into 220. Or actually, I might not be able to. I might not be able to because of mains. I might have to run it on 110. Either way, there's a fuse right there. The box is right there. It's literally on the other side of this, right here. So we're gonna try building it over there. It's totally scuffed. Worst comes to worst, literally, we're building it over there because I can't bring it from that side to this side, because I have my shelf here, which I could move the shelf if I took 6 printers off of it and quite a bit of stuff and moved it around. Yeah, I could probably move the shelf. I could probably move the fridge and fit it through, but then it's not going in the house. I'm building it over there in case I need to ever get it out of my house. It's already on a garage door. That's why it's being there. Because literally it's the only place where I build it where if I need to move it out of the house, I can move it out of the house. So today, we're going to try and build the frame. That's all I want to do today. All I want to do today is get the frame built, and we'll go from there, okay? Just the frame, get the frame built. Hopefully, if it goes well, we can start planning out other stuff. But literally today is literally just get the frame built day. And you want to know how scuffed this is? You want to know how scuffed this is? About 2 minutes before going live, I'm like, wait a minute. I don't have a computer on this side. I don't have anything on this side. I can't even see chat right now. So I ran and grabbed my laptop. So hopefully my laptop's charged so I can pull up chat here. So hopefully this works. Also, this is all I got for a table. I don't even know if I'm on camera right now. Am I on camera right now? Hopefully I'm on camera right now. Can you see me? How is framing? How is the framing? Is the framing good? The framing's good enough. It's gonna be scuffed. It's just a webcam. It's just a webcam. So here's the question. For those that watch the stream on Tuesday, I know I can't see chat right now, so you have to yell really loud so I can see chat. I can hear chat from over here until my computer boots up. What box had the frame in it? Because, what was my login again on this laptop? You ever have it where you forget the login info? I have like 3 different passwords. Why? Okay. We might have a problem here. I might not be able to log into my laptop. No. Shows you how often I use my laptop. No. Okay, this can't be right. And the problem is I can't log in with my stupid fingerprint until I log in for the first time. Caps lock's on? No, caps lock's not on. Uh-oh. We might have a problem here. We might have a problem here. How? Wait, this can't be right. This can't be right. This can't be right. Are you serious? It's the same password I use for everything. Well, it's not the same password I use for, it's the same, should be the same password I use for everything. No, I'm gonna have a freaking aneurysm right now. Seriously? How do I not remember the password for my laptop? Seriously. I can't log in using the fingerprint thing because I have to log in stupid Basite. Okay, I can't remember my password. This is stupid. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Shit. I can't remember my laptop password. Password reset. It's not Hunter 2. I know it's not Hunter 2. It's my stupid, it's the password I use for everything. Well, it's, I mean, not for everything. It's the password I use for laptops. Like it's, oh, haha, got it. We're in. Okay, so let's pull up Firefox. Let's pull up YouTube. Not now. Valve hardware server. No, okay. Oh, I gotta log into my, yeah, no. Yeah, log in. Next. There we go. Create, go live. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. And then we could pop out chat. And then I could pop out chat. Chat. There we go. Live. Pop out chat. Hi, chat. I missed you, chat. I can see you now. Live chat. Live chat. Haha. I can see you now, chat. Hi, chat. Hi. Can you see me? I can't see me. I can see you, kind of, sort of. New window. Let me actually open up the stream so I can actually see the stream. Because that would probably be good to be able to see myself on stream. View my channel. Okay. Be able to see myself on stream. There we go. Okay. So how is framing? Framing is horrible, but I can move this up a bit. Okay. So the plan is, fix this wobble, because this is going to annoy the heck out of me. Fix this wobble. Let's fix the wobble. Where are you? There we go. Wobble fixed. Okay, wobble fixed. Did somebody donate? Did I miss a donation? I heard a beep over there. Dev Miner gifted £1. Cheers and appreciated. Remember, the best way to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do is to become a channel member. Okay, so which box had the frame in it? That is the question. The question is, which box had the frame in it? Fysetc Venture XL. Okay, pull that up. Let's pull, yeah, I know it uses cookies. I like cookies. Where is the manual? Wiki, here we go, Venture XL Wiki. Try again. Okay, that doesn't want to work. GitHub, there we go, we got the GitHub. We got assembly manual.pdf, heck yeah. Download that. This is so weird. I'm so used to having a screen in front of me that tells me everything as I go. So, yeah, I know, download it. There we go, there's the manual. Okay, so we have the manual. Okay, so we have the manual, close that. Ooh, yeah. 2, it's box 2. Okay, dismiss. Okay, so we got box 2. So this is unlabeled. Box 1 of 3. Box 3 of 3. So I'm remembering it was box 1 that had, we need the screws, essentially. We need the screws. That's what I need to get. I need to get the screws. So let's move that over. Andrew Rogers, $10 for the even kind of trashy garage is much cleaner than mine fun. It's not that clean. Believe me, you can't see what's behind the camera. So I think it was box 1 had the screws. So let's get the screws out, because let's see what we need for the frame. So for the frame, there is a lot of extrusions. Holy shit. M512s. We're gonna need a lot of M5s. And T-nuts, yeah. Okay, we are behind the camera. I know you're behind the camera. So we need M512s. Okay, so this is really annoying. The fact that I have my bike here is kind of annoying. Let's move you. You're gonna go over here. Yeah, squish you in there. Hopefully this doesn't disturb the view too much and you can still see. Let's get box 1 up here, because box 1, I believe, has everything screw-wise. I believe it's box 1. This is so scuffed. I need a knife. Oh, this is gonna be so scuffed. I got a knife, I got an LTT store screwdriver. That's all I need. Let's build a 3D printer. Is the table surviving the build? Probably not. I'm being realistic. Like this is gonna be scuffed. When I say this is gonna be a scuffed build, this is gonna be a scuffed build series class. Like, I'm not hiding it. This is gonna be scuffed as shit when it comes to a build series. Like, I'm not joking. $10 from a fellow Commonwealth nation to help fight terrorists from the orange potato. Hey, that's derogatory towards potatoes. We like potatoes. Okay, so I think I grabbed the wrong box. So I think this box is motors. And if I remember, the motor box has all the other stuff in it. Oh, no, this is the frame. You guys said it was box 2 that had the frame in it. This is box 1 and it has the frame in it. You guys sit upon a throne of lies. You lied to me. Class, you lied to me. You said box 2 had the frame. If box 2 has the frame, then what is the frame doing in box 1? Class, class, class. Probably gonna have to plug in my laptop at some point. Also, I don't think it shows up on camera. The lighting over here sucks. The lighting on this side sucks. Oh my God. Yeah, this is the whole frame. Okay, so the frame is in this box. Okay. Then that's not box one I have. One of three. Oh, wait, shit. How much you want to bet UPS labeled them differently than what Fysetc labeled them? Because according to the label here, it says box one of three. Okay, that's that. So, oh my God, this is, so the plan is to find the screws. Then once I find the screws, I can put the box of extrusions there, and then we can put it together. So let's take this box and close it back up and open another box on top of it. Let's close you. Okay. Ripper process them out of order. Well, the problem is the boxes aren't really labeled in a way that, you know, we would label boxes. Okay, maybe it's this box. Maybe it's this box. Watch it not be this box. Okay, let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This looks like a bunch of stuff, so this might be it. This might be it. Find the screws. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? What do we have here? We have fans. Ah. We have belts and wires and springs and extruder parts. I just want to find a box with a crap ton of screws in it. Mostly M5s. No, 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 don't lock out. Don't lock out, laptop. What? There you go. Nope, not this one. That's wires. Boxy. The problem is the boxes aren't labeled. These boxes aren't labeled. They're just generic brown boxes. Like this has a heat sink. Okay. PCBs. Okay, so it's, of course it's probably gonna be in the box I didn't grab. Oh, here's the panels. Oh, we're gonna need the feet. I'm gonna grab the feet. Grab the feet out. I'm gonna need the feet anyways. Might as well grab the feet. And I think I see screws. I see a whole bunch of screws. Feet. Got the feet. Yeah, nothing is labeled except for Chinese. Well, we got the screws. Oh, by the way, I found the beds. For those wondering where the beds are, I found the beds. They're in this box. Martin? Who's saying Martin? It's gonna be building like the Tacoma Narrows. I understood that reference. Yeah, I think this is all, yeah, this is the beds. Okay, so this can go back in here. This back on here. Let me grab some tape and we will start going through this and building the frame. And hopefully we have enough room here for this to work. Yeah. This is scuffed. This is so scuffed. I warned you, class. I warned you, but you showed up anyway, so that must mean you want this. Who am I to deny my audience the content they crave? Who am I to deny my audience the content that they crave? We all enjoy a train trek. That is exactly it. Okay, so this box is now going to be a support box. You bought your box. This box is now structural. Okay, let's move some stuff down here. Move the wheels down here. You go here. These screws can go. Oh my God, I'm running out of room already. We got 240 people watching this. 240 people watching this. Why? What the hell was that? Oh, you open the door. If you're getting something out of the fridge, just be careful. Because there's the cable. Huh? Yeah. There you go, grab. My wife's getting something out of the fridge. What are you getting? What are you getting? What are you getting? Ooh. Cutwater rum Mai? What is that? Mai Tai. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Are we still good on the camera? I think we're still good on the camera. We're good. Are we good? We're good. There you go. Okay. We're here for the rant. Rant about what? I'm in a great mood. I'm not in a ranting mood today. I'm actually in a really good mood today. As long as I can figure out how to get this to work. Okay, you're gonna go here. You're gonna scooch that way. And what is behind this? There we go. Okay. Okay. A can will be yes, I will acquire a can of alcohol for my wife later. Came for the printer, stayed for the Simpsons reference. You know what's sad? Like when I reference Simpsons, there are people in the audience watching this stream right now that were born like after the Simpsons stopped even being good. The Simpsons stopped being good in like what, late 90s? Late 90s, I want to say. Wow, that's boxes. Like, put it this way, I am 37 years old, and I am younger than The Simpsons. Like, just to put in perspective, I am technically older than The Simpsons series, because I believe the very first episode of The Simpsons was the Christmas special where they get Santa's Little Helper, and that was in 89, I believe, and I was born in 88. But The Simpsons was on the Tracy Ullman show before that as a short. So technically, The Simpsons is older than me, and I'm 37. And they haven't been good in like a long time. Well, on the bright side, this Creality Falcon 2 Pro will make a great holder for this, because the frame's underneath it. So put this over here. Hi, chat. Okay. Sadly, the older you are, barely miss most of The Simpsons. I know. Okay, blind joint basics. So, light there. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we're doing. How's the camera angle, by the way? I can't even see. How's my camera? Scuffed, but I'll take it. Okay. Blind joint point, composite head, button head, cap screw. Okay, so what do we need for screws? We are building the frame. So unfortunately, I can't do the wonderful picture-in-picture thing where I cut over to the frame itself, see like the manual. So you guys can't see the manual while I'm building this, at least right now. So you're just gonna have to trust me that I need a crap ton of screws, namely M512s. So M5 T-nuts I think we're gonna need later. M510s, M512s. So I'm pretty sure this whole frame goes together. M5s. Oh, and by the way, for those wondering, the frame is 900 by 900 millimeters. This table is 760 millimeters. It's the biggest table I have that's not a bench. So, yeah. Gotta move all these cans of spray paint. Why do I have 20 cans of spray paint? I'll just show them all. Now. Yeah. The Milo has been very good at holding stuff. I will say that. The Milo has been very good at holding stuff. Okay. So, first things first. We need prepare 8 extrusions. Prepare the first 8 aluminum profiles. Prepare them as shown. Screw 6 pieces M512 into the aluminum. Okay. And they are the A extrusions. So the A extrusions, or the A and B extrusions, are, they all have a notch out of them. So it's the one with notches in them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These ones have actual little cutouts for the doors, I think. 8. So on the bright side, all these, all the frames, all the parts were like in one little area, so that's nice. You may not be able to do much without giving the setup, but you're a bit out of focus. The focus is whatever the camera gets. It's a Logitech Brio. I have, like, I might be able to lock the focus. Here, 1 second. Let me play around with it quickly. Let me see if I can lock the focus. That's a stand-in for me. Let me see if I can lock the focus. I don't think I can, though. Because it's just a webcam, right? Mobile camera, let's see. Configure video. Focus. Autofocus. Oh, I can. There you go. Okay, so I have focus locked at infinity. That's about all we're gonna get. That's about all we're gonna get. Hi, class. Okay, so now we gotta do everything's favorite thing and start screwing. And by screwing, I mean screwing. Because we gotta put a whole bunch in here. Wow, we gotta do a lot of screwing here. Can I be lazy and use this guy? Yep. Seeing my shoes in the shot. I mean, well, the problem is, like, I think I could move the I can't really move the camera closer. The camera is sitting on a shelf. And if I were to set up a tripod, it would take up, like, all the room, essentially. So I don't have room for a tripod. I have a monopod. But let me double check here. Let me see. Yeah, I could definitely bring that in because there's a lot of dead air around me. Let me take a quick look here. If I were to move it to about here, this is about as close as I could get. Yeah, let me get my monopod if I can find it. Where's my monopod? Is it? Oh, you know what? It might be inside. Shoot, it might be inside the house. Yeah, it's inside. Shoot, it's not in the garage. Yeah, the monopod's inside. Oh well. That's the camera angle you're gonna get. I mean, I can kind of move it a little bit closer. Kind of, sort of. Yeah. There we go. How's that? How's that? How's that? Good enough. Also, fun fact, the reason you're probably going to want to see the ground is because at a certain point in this build, we're going to have to build it on the floor. It's going to take a while. The shot is the shot. I mean, I'm putting together a printer frame. You guys have seen me put together printer frames billions and billions of times. So it's not exactly the most riveting content in the world. It is what it is. Ideal for mod casters. Don't need to mod it for casters. The kit actually comes with wheels that you can like adjust and make them flat so you don't have to, so it won't move around. Also, the bright side is the floor over on this side is relatively clean because I cleaned it. So if I drop a screw, I shouldn't lose it, hopefully. Units built them on the ground because they realized they weren't going to be able to manhandle the frame pretty quickly. Yeah, that's kind of... This is going on the ground today. Like, the reason I'm building it on a table right now is because it would be annoying to do this part on the ground. But the plan is this is going on the ground. It is what it is. It is what it is. Also, one of the people who beta tested it, I've spoken to, and that's why when I said earlier on, expect scuffness, that's directly based on feedback from somebody who built one of the beta units. So I'm hoping things have kind of improved a bit from the beta unit, but I am fully prepared to take detours off reservation with this machine. I'm fully prepared to go off script with this machine. So, am I going to build a Phoenix? This is probably as close as we're getting to a Phoenix on this channel. Because the problem with the Phoenix, it's a lot of money. The Phoenix is an expensive machine. If you wanted to build like a proper Phoenix, not a Phonix like this. And the problem is anyone that would be doing kits for the Phoenix probably isn't right now. Thanks to the current economic situation. Now, granted, I live in Canada, so I don't have to deal with, you know, the 145% fund tax from China. But that still affects the market and it will affect demand. So, plus Phoenix needs to be done. And it's not yet. It's close. It's very close. There might be some news at Rocky Mountain, maybe. I don't know. Legit, I don't know. But some guys from the VORON team are showing up there and they're renting a van, so it's always good. Howdy from Texas. Yeehaw! Not having a big screen in front of me with chat is actually kind of annoying. Are full Phoenix kits ever likely to be financially viable? It depends. So the problem is with the Phoenix right now is if you're like, say you're part of the VORON team and you wanted to help develop the Phoenix, you pretty much have to buy everything from like McMaster. Like the whole frame for a Phoenix is a McMaster car. It's all like custom extrusions. It's not cheap. That's the problem. So last I looked into it, the BOM for Phoenix was like $5 or $6 grand or something. But that's individual self-sourcing, right? The BOM, this kit is like a $2 grand kit. Like if you look up, if you go on, click the link below, this kit is on sale for like $2 grand. Now, granted, where am I putting those? Those that go in there. Okay. Now, granted, that's probably pre-tariff pricing and all, but you can cost stuff down once you start mass producing. Also, to be fair, this is not a Phoenix. This is basically a scaled up V2. A Phoenix has the fancy curved extrusions. I don't think this one has curved extrusions. Oh, it does. It does have curved extrusions. Ooh. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. Also, a Phoenix is IDEX with NEMA 23 motors. This is not IDEX, and it has NEMA 17 motors. Also, Phoenix has a lot of custom machine parts on it. This is basically scaled up VORON parts. So it's hard to compare one-to-one because they're not really one-to-one comparisons. So, camera's on a box. Camera's actually on a spool of filament, an empty spool of Polymaker. Get 2020 from a handful of sources like... I mean, I have two or three of my VORONs are built with McMaster car extrusions because I built them before kits were a thing. Remember, guys, kits have only been popular with VORONs since, I want to say, just after the V2.4 came out. Like before V2.4. Now, granted, the V2.4 is like 4 years old now. So in terms of VORON history, there's been kits around longer than there hasn't been kits around for the new people. But back in my day, there were no kits for VORONs. So you had to self-source every build up until mid to late 2020, I would say. Before mid to late 2020, if you wanted a VORON, you had to self-source. And even now, like if you want a legacy, I don't think there's any legacy kits out there. Kits used to be, well, the reason why, and it's funny, I still get comments. I did a video going, or a live stream where we went through like an early Formbot kit. And I still get comments like, why are you hating on kits and blah, blah. I'm like, for one, this video is like 4 years old. Two, you weren't there, man. I remember like people posting pictures of their kits, like the very first batches of kits, like back when kits for Vorons first came out, we referred to them as bomb in a box. And what essentially was, you got a box with the whole bill of materials. And it's like, oh, that's great. It saves me from having to go buy everything. Until you realize like the extrusions were V-slot extrusions. You can't put MGN9 on V-slot extrusions. They don't work. Or some of the kits came with the wrong type of MGN9 carriage. They came with like the short carriage instead of the long carriage. Some kits came with a mixture of MXL belt with GT2 bearings. Like, a lot of them came with the wrong type of screws. Like, they would just be all button head screws or all socket heads instead of like the right ones called out. Wrong set of Fysetc inserts. Like, the very first batches of kits pretty much required that you throw out a bunch of the kit because they were just garbage. Either the wrong type of component or just the quality was garbage on them, like bearings that were just junk. So yeah, the first batches of kits were shit. So for a while it was like, yeah, don't buy kits. They're not great. And then companies like LDO started getting involved, and then kits became good. And nowadays, it basically makes no sense to self-source a Voron. That screw is long gone. Remember how I said I wouldn't lose any screws? I need to get a drink. I am thirsty. Where is my gamer subs? Go buy gamer subs. Use code Canuck. Save 10% on your order. Do this now. Voron got a huge boost in popularity due to COVID. Yeah. There are two reasons Voron is what it is today. One of them is Clipper. Because without Clipper, the Voron V2 and other Vorons that need more than a couple motors would not have been viable back in the day. They would not have been. The cost and whatnot to essentially you either had to run dual ramps and take a big performance hit, or spring out like $500 for duet and duets if you wanted to run a V2 at full speed. There we go. This is garbage. And then these are, look at all these extrusions, like MGN9. Are they all MGN9 or what are these guys? MGN9, 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 MGN9. Are they all MGN9? MGN9. Oh, there's an MGN12. Okay, so there is one MGN12. So these are all the extrusions. Fancy. Probably out of focus right now too. And hopefully I didn't scratch those. I did not. Okay. Dual ramps. Hey, it worked. Okay. So now, frame assembly. So, assemble relies on blind joints to assemble the frame. Outline the basics in that number 2. Okay. So now, I need to get where are the ones that are notched? Yeah, this guy out. This guy out. And then, are these the same? Oh, shoot. Yeah, okay, so I need 4 of these. Okay. So from 8 aluminum profiles, assemble area, take out the 4 pieces shown in the picture, connect them end to end. Repeat. Okay. More tips on how to assemble are linked below. So that slides in and it goes like that. Okay, so this is going to be a little scuffed. But essentially what we're doing here, yeah, so if you're wondering, this is how big the frame is. As you can see, it's bigger than my table. As for squaring everything up, that's a problem for future Taylor. I do not envy that guy. So it's kind of scuffed, but essentially, you have to, each one of these extrusions, the way they are, you have a notched side, so it's cut into a step, and then a flat side. And what you do is with the flat side, you have the notch facing outward, and you slide it over the notch side to the middle, and then you screw it in tight. How am I gonna do this? This is so scuffed. Okay, you know what? We'll do triangles. Triangles work. Everyone likes triangles. Right? We'll do triangles. Never tell you this is scuffed. Keep it flat. There we go. Okay. Ooh. $10 bearded printer for the bigger table fund. Yeah, this is definitely a problem for future me. I am future me right now, and yeah. It doesn't help this table has been in the garage all winter and it's like wonky AF. It also doesn't help that it's windy and I keep hearing the wind and it's like, what's that noise? Okay, no betting, by the way, if I end up dropping this. Does this printer make my table look... Well, here's the joke. We're actually not building a printer. We're building a table. This is the new Flexi Spot, by the way. It is funny. I have been reached out to by Flexi Spot like 3 times in the past like year. Since I did a video with Flexi Spot a while ago, for those that don't know. I did you know, so I did a video with Flexi Spot last year, and they gave me a desk. That's how it works with them. They give you a desk. And since then, they've reached out several times, and they're like, hey, let's do another video. And I'm like, great, are you gonna pay me? And they're like, no, we'll give you a desk. And I'm like, my brother in Christ, I can't pay my mortgage with desks. And 2, I don't need that many desks. How am I supposed to make another video? Hey guys, look at my computer room. I replaced my Flexi Spot desk with another Flexi Spot desk. That doesn't make a good video. So, yeah. Yep. Hey, Luke. I just realized that is Luke from Luke's Lab. $5 says he drops it. Don't. This is so scuffed. This is so... If you're wondering how it fits on the table, it doesn't. It doesn't. Oh, now I need to put verticals on it. Now I need to put verticals. Okay, let's put you down here. Assuming these are the tops, so you guys can live down here. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I like my, the desk that FlexiSpot sent me, I actually gave it to my wife because her computer desk was ancient and she needed a new one. So I gave her my desk, or I gave her the FlexiSpot desk. And it works really good. Don't get me wrong. FlexiSpot desks are actually really nice. But they screwed up and they sent me 2 tabletops. So the actual second tabletop is the frame in the other room, or is the desk in the stream room. Okay, so now we need the verticals, which are these guys. And I'm gonna need an Allen key for this, because these are verticals. So let me get some, because I don't think this will fit through. Actually, how's this even? Yeah, that's not gonna fit. I need that. Canuck drop tip, Dark Eon. Cheers, Dark Eon. Thank you for believing in me, Dark Eon. Thank you for believing in me. Remember, kids, don't believe in me. Or don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, because I believe in you. Right size one? Yeah, that looks like the right size one. Yeah, good. So we got this guy. Kind of annoying that I won't be able to tighten this. Actually, I might actually have a long enough T-handle for this. Does this work? It will. Cool. This thing isn't cubed. It's cubed. It's cubed. Actually, let me grab a 1, 2, 3 block. Grab a proper 1, 2, 3 block. Have to use that to make everything square once we actually get to it. I mean, actually, oh, wait, let me, can I cheat here? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. Cheat, I am gonna, actually, I gotta plug my laptop in. 1 second. All right. There we go. Let me grab my laptop charger. Quick. USB-C cable. I need a USB-C cable. I've got to have a USB-C cable over here somewhere. Your USB-A to, no, I need C to C. No, they're all A to C. No, I need C to C. No, that's that. A to C. No, I need C to C. What? How do I not have any USB-C to C cables? I mean, I could run inside my house and grab one in 2 seconds, but Hoping I can just grab one out here. Can I steal one from the printer? No. How do I not have any USB-C to C cables out here? Really? Really? Really, really? 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 Okay, I gotta knock something over. Yeah, no, that's full size. That's full size. No, I need C to C. I have so many A to C's. No, I need C to C. Okay, I gotta run inside. 1 second. Let me run inside and grab a proper USB cable because my laptop's dying. And we can't have that happen during the live stream. 1 second. Upstairs. Actually, just run upstairs. Grab one. Hey, Popper. Nope. 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 Okay, where are all my USB cables? Seriously? Seriously, where are all my USB cables? There we go. Aha. Gotcha. There we go. Okay. Go to that camera. There we go. Okay. Plug you in. Plug you in. There we go. Now we are charging. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so now I should be able to put this like this and it won't fall over on me. Hooray. Okay. So let's get these squared up. There we go. Okay, and now Ally prices to Canada have a tariff? Nope. As far as I'm aware, they don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure there already is a tariff of some sort involved. But I don't know the. This is actually kind of fucked. This whole thing is twisted. Oh, come on. Okay. So now This stream is from Canada and it's tariffed. Oh wow, okay, this is so, oh my, this is so scuffed. This whole frame is, oh my, this is gonna be a nightmare to square up because you have to have, this is scuffed, this is so scuffed. Because you have to have, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Because that is twisted. Okay, let's see, can I, if I do it this way, maybe if I, okay, if you go that way. Really? It's not straight. Why aren't you straight? That one's not too bad. That one's so good. Okay, that's that one. Okay. This is so fucked. This is, because the problem is they're like not square. Uh-oh. I got it jammed up. I got it jammed. To get the hammer. Gotta get the hammer. No, come on. Come on. Okay, that's kind of that one. Okay. How'd you jam up? 1 second. 1 second. This is scuffed. This is scuffed. Oh, there goes that screwdriver. This is scuffed. Because it wants to twist. That's the problem I'm having. The whole thing wants to twist. There we go. Okay, that looks a lot better there. No, it's not. Why the fuck won't you want to? Every extrusion is like twisted inward. And it doesn't help that these stupid. Okay, let's try this again. See, it'd be easier if you could put the verticals on, but you can't, because you can't put the verticals on until you get this on to line it all up. Okay, that's that one. Okay. That one's good. There we go. Okay. At least one of the beta people in chat, he built his on his floor. Yeah, the plan is once we get the frame together, I'm going to put it on the floor, and then off stream, I will go through and square everything up. The problem is building it right on the floor right off the bat while trying to stream it would be a nightmare. So essentially, I'm just trying to get it kind of put together for now, so that one, I could see how much or what I'm working with in terms of like the printer itself, in terms of like where we can put it. And then once it's on the ground, I can square it up on the ground. Edson, thank you for coming a member. Cheers and appreciated. This is why you don't build big printers, by the way, class. This is why you build the printer you need, not the printer you want. But I've had a bunch of people ask me about building this printer specifically. So obviously there's demand for it. And I don't know, we built a bunch of little printers, so let's build something big. There we go, okay. That seems a lot more reasonable. Okay, so now, let me put this in, so. Shrink these down. I mean, today we're just trying to get the frame together. That's all I want to do is get the frame together today. Use offcuts. That's what I use. I have a little piece of quartz that I normally build printers on. Thing is, it is not big enough for this. It is nowhere near big enough for this. So. What are we doing? By the way, I cannot see, all I see is chat in the manual. So if something goes on with the stream in terms of it like crashing or something, let me know. Because as Tuvok said in Spaceballs, I can't see shit. Or we ain't found shit. Or I don't even know. I probably screwed that beam up to begin with. Okay. There we go. Couldn't get to the end of Spaceballs. Kids these days. No appreciation for the fine arts. I watched Wayne's World last night for the first time in a long time. And you know what? I'm gonna say it, it holds up pretty good. Ouch, I landed on my keys. I'm one of those people that hangs their keys off of my belt loop. Oh my God, this thing's fucking huge. How big of a printer do you want? Yes. A friend of mine married the babe in Wayne's World. Really? Good for him. Or her. You're wondering what I'm doing when I'm doing this? It's so I can look at the light and line up the bottom. There we go. I'm gonna get calluses on my fingers from this probably. How's the box turtle? Mechanically built. We haven't gone further because fun fact, the box turtle is going to go on this printer. So we got to finish this build before we can put the box turtle on it. There is a lot of other people that built box turtles. So I really wasn't in a rush to get mine built because like everyone else and their uncle was building box turtles on streams over the last little bit. So we did the mechanical build and we'll do the software stuff once we get this machine up and running. This is going to have a box turtle because a machine this big, you need something like that. Did I ever tell you this thing is huge? There you go. Oh, and by the way, for those wondering, if you're a channel member or Patreon supporter, or if you luck out and somebody gifts you one between now and the end of stream, tomorrow's video is already up live. I linked it in the Discord. I'll put out the notifications through like Patreon and the YouTube membership page after the stream ends. But tomorrow's video is live. It is a tour of Big Tree Tech, of their office in Shenzhen, along with their PCB fab facility, where they make all their PCBs and do the assembly as well of components. So if that's something you're interested in, that is tomorrow's video. But if you want to see it early and you're a channel member, you can watch it today because it's now live on the members or live early for channel members. So yeah, I'm getting calluses. I'm getting blisters on me fingers. Okay. This is big. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so take out the 4 aluminum profiles as shown and insert them in the assembled base from top to bottom. The notch in the bottom assembled faces upward. What do you mean the notch? The notch on the bottom assembly faces upward. I mean, there is no notch. They're all the same. What do you mean the notch? Trogdor gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Right now, the link is only available on the Discord. So if you're not on the Discord, go join that. Link your YouTube channel, your YouTube account with Discord, and you get access to the YouTube channel or the Discord, the super secret channel. Okay, so now I need some F extrusions. What? F extrusions. Wait, what? F extrusions. What are F extrusions? Which ones are the F extrusions? They are 2020s with a bunch of holes down the middle. Are these the F extrusions? No. No. Okay, one second. Oh, that's the bottom of the box. Oh, here we go. Ow! Extrusions are sharp. Okay, so we got the F extrusions. Okay, so how do these go? Screw installation instructions. Okay. First install M5 T-nuts on the 2020R profile. Which one's 2020R? I'm assuming that's the C extrusions? Screw installation instructions. So I think these literally go like that with T-nuts to hold them in place. So these just kind of screw into the sides like that. Okay, I guess. So we're gonna need Wait, did I miss a step? I did miss a step. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Because I fucked up. I don't think it matters, but essentially I was supposed to build another one of these bottoms using these, and I was supposed to put these on it first. But I don't really think it matters, because I just got to flip it. Essentially, I'm building it from the top down instead of the bottom up, I think. Yeah, because it's... Yeah, because I have to... Those four... Yeah. And then you put that on. Yeah, so essentially I built it upside down. That's okay. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Okay, so let's put these on. I'll be fine. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, essentially I built the bottom or the top, and then I put these on, because essentially you're supposed to build 2 of these, one with the outer thing. The problem is I scrolled up to look at the map that shows all the different extrusion types, and then I scrolled back down and I think I skipped it or something. So I'm not too concerned. I'm not too concerned. Am I using what nuts are these? M518s. Oh, these aren't. Okay, I need M518s. I think you also forgot to erect scaffolding. The problem is now I got to put this somewhere while I build another one of these. Shite. M518. It's okay. It's okay, class. We'll make it work. 518s. We shall make it work. We are adaptable. We are smart. We are cunning. We will make this work. Although I will say, this kit is better than a Prusa kit in one regard, and that is the fact that the baggies are resealable. So I can put my drugs in them later. What? Should have cleared it out first. I did. I literally have stuff outside. I had to put stuff outside to make room for this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. One. Why are they so long? Why is that M518? Really? M518. Does it screw socket head cap screw? Oh, wait. These are button heads. Did I grab the wrong screws? I did grab the wrong screws. I need socket. Oh, I see how they do it. Okay. These aren't, I screwed up. These are not. I see how this goes now. I see how this goes now. They cut out, they countersunk these. So you just screw them right into the extrusion. They're not held in with whatchamacallits. There we go. Yeah, they're not blind joints. They're literally just bolted straight in. Discord link. There should be a Discord link in the video description. One, two, three, 6. 3, 4. Hopefully the I can hear all my neighbors are outside, and I'm like, hopefully they can't hear me. Or there you go, exclamation mark Discord. So you line up there, 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 you line up there. Watching that extrusion just wobble. Like, don't fall over. 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I need, oh, like, where did I put it? It's in my back pocket. Nope, that's not. There we go. There we go. Why is the house that smells like burning plastic smelling like burning plastic? Don't want them tight yet. Just get them started. These really don't have a lot of meat on them. Neighbor's wondering what's scuffed. Everything's scuffed. There we go. 1. And now we do the same thing over here. And then we do the same thing over there. Then we build another box, put it on top, and drop it on. Two, 3. 3. 4. Could be worse, could not. Could live next to Colin first. I mean, Colin's a great guy. If he let me like hang out in his bunker, or like if he were to build me a shop in my basement, or build me a bunker that I could use as a shop, I'd be down. So trick is I'm putting the extrusion next to it so I can line up all my T-nuts. Skunky jab cabbage. You know what's funny? I live in Canada and I have a ton of friends that do that, and I still can't get over the smell. Ow! Give myself a sliver. Who tagged me? OBS remote control. Oh. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I have it all set up properly, the scuffness is part of the charm. The scuffness is part of the charm. Right? You tune in to watch a normal guy build shit in his basement or garage now and have fun. I mean, I could set up a bunch of purple and orange RGB lights and have shit flying all around the screen the entire stream. But that's not what we do around here. We banter, we shoot the shit, and we build printers and other stuff. This one. From Hype Trains. Oh god. You know what's funny? I have a Twitch channel and I stream on it occasionally. Right now we're playing Space Marines 2 for the Emperor. And it's fun. But like the whole hype train, whole like I've already had issues with parasocial people. Nobody here, you're fine. Everyone here is fine. But I've had to ban people from my community, and you know, I've gotten weird comments over the years. So I find like the whole hype train stuff, yes, I get why it exists. It makes money, right? And as a content creator, kind of my job. But I don't want to deal with that. I don't like it. whole parasocial aspect of being a content creator. Nope. Nope. Okay, now I gotta spin this. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. There we go. Now this thing is huge. This thing is so fucking big. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You see the Borderlands 4 announcement? I did. I don't really care. I own Borderlands 1 and 2. I bought 1 when it like first came out because it looked interesting. I bought 2 when it was on sale. I think I might even own 3. I'm not a fan of looter shooters. I'm not a fan of looter shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I find the gameplay repetitive. Like, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Games like Baldur's Gate have ruined video games for me. I can't stand a game where I have to grind or do something repetitive over and over again just to like unlock something. I'm like, just like, hell, lately I've just been playing games on easy mode too. Just because it's like, I just want the story. See, that's a big deal. You call out, hey, y'all are cool and all, but we aren't friends. Yeah, I make it a point to do a stream every now and then on stream. I don't do it often because it would get annoying if I do it, but we're not friends. Like, we're not friends. And I think it has to, some people, like, that has to be put out as a reminder every now and then, because some people think we're friends. Now, I'll admit, there are people in my community that I've met in real life that are swell people that I may consider them friends. Okay? Especially if I interact with you online enough. There are some people in the community that I would consider friends. But these are people that I've met and I've hung out with outside of just an online community, right? Like, I consider many of the people on the VORON team friends. But there's a difference between just somebody in chat and somebody that I've actually met. And somebody I choose to interact with versus like the one-way street. It's just, I know people who have been swatted. I know people that have had some really bad comments made about them over the years. I've had people say some weird stuff about my family. So it's like, hey, just get a little, like, I don't want to deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with that shit. Had some good comedy. Yeah, I think I beat the first Borderlands game. I'll be honest. I think I beat the first one. But that's like as far as I got. Now, the Borderlands movie, oh my God. Peak. Peak. That's how all video game movies should be going forward. And in case you can't tell, that's sarcasm. Put him on the outside. I mean, that's what it looks like. Do they go on the inside or the outside? It's hard to tell. The picture is terrible. Oh, they go on the inside. Oh, shit. So they go on the inside. Oh, shit. Okay, you ready? So they fill in the void. They fill in the void here. Is that correct, LTX Design? He has a kit too. Yep, I had to redo all that. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking at the image and it shows it. Oh, fucking The image shows it's hard to see. Anyways, can I do this? Watch. Ha ha ha. Okay, ready. Oh, no, that goes in here. Can I do this? Can I do this? Nope. Ah. It took a chunk out of my ceiling. That ain't gonna work. Shoot. Okay, I screwed up. I screwed up, class, because the image is not good. Blame the image. So apparently they go on the inside, not the outside. That probably makes a bit more sense, actually. Too bad the image that they show you is kind of crappy. And hey, if somebody in the audience also did the same mistake, I give myself credit for it. Like, okay, I'm not that dumb if somebody else did it. On the bus, off the bus. On the bus, off the bus. Easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. Easy fix. I can't see what you're doing. That's okay. I will show you in a second here. It is windy out. There we go. So, I think there's the extrusion is a C slot, so it's a C shape, and I originally thought it went like this because it looks like that on the image, but it actually goes in the middle, so you have a 4x4 essentially. So you have it's like a 40-40. So you got the C, the corner is rounded, but it's 2x2, right? So it's C shaped. And I thought it went on like this because the image shows it stacked next to it, but the image is actually like this, but this is highlighted blue, and it's like this. It's stupid. It's a bad cutaway. A bad cutaway. Whoever made the manual picked a bad angle to show the image, essentially. Fallout is a hoot. Fallout is a hoot. Yeah. This is also why we're only working on the frame today. Okay, let's see here. Trying to get the power armor done, but it's going to be a bit now because traveling for the next 2 weeks. Maybe next weekend's video will be a power armor video. Try and get another episode of it put out in the week that I'm between coming back from Sweden and going to Rocky Mountain, because I come back on Saturday night and then I fly out Thursday for Rocky Mountain. So I've got a couple days to put a video together for you guys. How long do you think this build? This build, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. This build will take however long it takes to get this build done. I mean, to be fair, most VORON builds I do are roughly between 6 and 10 episodes. So I'm assuming this might be around the same, because let's be honest, other than it being big, it's a V2. Like, it's just a big V2. And in fact, a lot of the electronics are already pre-done. So if anything, the mechanical portion of this build might take a little bit longer. The electrical should take less. Hopefully. So, Edison Schmidt, 70R? Don't know what that is, but cheers and appreciated. Thank you. What is R? Not rubles. What is 70R? I don't even know. Okay, spin this around so I can unfuck this other side that I screwed up. This thing is huge. That's what she said. Just fall down the hole. How did I drop 5 and pick up, or drop 6 and pick up 7? Okay, well, science. Brazil. Rupees. Woo! Legend of Zelda. Yeah, the build will take however long the build takes. Simple as that. Plus, don't forget, we're doing this part of the build, and then we won't be touching this for like 3 weeks. Because I guarantee you there won't be a stream next Saturday night. Because there's no way in heck I'm going to be traveling from Sweden, through Denmark, through Iceland, through the United States, to home, and then going live. So, unfortunately, there won't be a stream next Saturday. There will be a regular Tuesday stream. I will be doing a stream, a regular Tuesday stream, that's for sure. Maybe I'll do a Sunday stream. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. I mean, this is what I've been, yeah, for an oversized warranty. Like, I've had people ask me, like, oh, I want to build a V2, but I want to build a bigger one. What should I do? And I'm like, just build it normally. Just use like 40/40s for the frame. Just use bigger extrusions for the frame. And that's like kind of all you really need to do to build a bigger VORON. Is just beef up the exterior frame. What is the thing to get in Sweden? Because for those that don't know, Mother's Day is next Sunday. At least here in Canada. So I got to get something for the wifey. You know, she's not my mom. So I got to get something for her. Surströmming. I am not getting Surströmming. I am not bringing back Surströmming. Like, got it. I already gag trying to eat regular sushi. Like, sushi makes me gag. I can't do raw fish, let alone Surströmming. Get some plop. What is some plop? Oh. Oh, that falls right through. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a step ladder to put the top part on. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Pickled herring is delicious. Well, I'm flying carry-on, so whatever I get has to be like pre-packaged and everything. And then whatever I bring has to be able to get through American customs and Canadian customs. Swedish fish. I was joking with the wife. I'm like, I will just go to the IKEA and get you some Swedish meatballs. What is it? Lindenberry? What's PewDiePie's gamer subs? Or no, he's G Fuel. Oh, stop talking about that. This is a gamer subs household. I'm actually really looking forward to this trip. It'll be my 3rd time going across the Atlantic and the 1st time actually going to mainland Europe. Because the previous 2 times obviously were England for Smurf. Okay, so that is done. So now I need to go over here and okay, so those go that. Okay, so now what we need to do is build more of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build them like, because the notches face outward, and how do the notches work? Notches have to face towards the printer, so it's got to face down. So that's going to go that way. This is going to go that way. This is going to go, this one don't matter, so this can go that way. And then this one can go this way. I can use the frame to help square this up. Oh, heck yeah. I am the big brain. I am the big brain YouTuber. I use the frame to make the frame square. I got you a sob keychain. Hey, honey, I brought home a gripin. Where did I put that 1, 2, 3 lock? Bring us back gripins. Who doesn't love a good gripin? Okay, so this is gonna be annoying. I'm gonna have to move around and do this all finagly like. Yep. Okay. Are those 2020 or did you shrink? I rolled a gnome for this build. For this build, I decided to roll a gnome. So we have the penalty to movement, but we increased luck, which unfortunately hasn't been rolling in our favor so far on this build. That is still the, like, right now I'm doing a Baldur's Gate playthrough again. Doing a Dragonborn, Shadow Sorcerer, Dark Urge Redemption, but starting off evil. There's still a lot of dead people. But anyways, long story short, that's one of the playthroughs I have not done in Baldur's Gate yet, is play through the game as a short character. I have not done that yet. Denmark, I said. Well, I will be going through Denmark, but it's like just for the airport. Because the airport, we're flying into Copenhagen. And then, like, as soon as we land, it's get on a train and go to Sweden kind of thing. So. Okay, I'll go over here and do this. Well, no, like, I've done Baldur's Gate playthroughs where I play, like, super goody two-shoe. And I've done playthroughs where I play, like, super evil. But I haven't done a playthrough where you start off evil and then you gradually become good throughout the playthrough, and that's what I'm doing right now. Plus, I use it as a chance to play with a bunch of characters I don't normally play with. And by play with a bunch of characters I don't normally play with, I mean the characters that I normally played with are dead. Gale has been... I shook his hand a little too hard. And who else? Karlak's beheaded. So. Forcing me to play with characters. I normally don't play with. Wow, they really did not. There we go. Okay, so now, how does this work? Driving over the Orson Bridge is pretty neat. We'll be on a train. I think there's a tunnel. The train doesn't go over the... Okay, so... Oh, wow, that's looking down. Okay, so if we're looking down... So if the screws are in this side, that means this has to have the notches facing this side with the screws. So Now I have to lift this up and slide it on. Because this lifts up and slides on. And then I got to flip the whole thing. So let me go get a step stool so I can rise to the occasion. I got blisters on my fingers. This actually would probably be a good time to put it on the ground. The problem is, to put it on the ground, I would have to move stuff. So we'll try this first. And then if this doesn't go well, I'll put it on the ground. Dude, it just slotted right in. It just slotted right in. Everything just went right in. No, Steam. I don't need Steam open. Oh. Are we still up? Are we still live? Uh-oh. 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 Are we still live? Okay, we're live. Okay. Okay, so now, okay, there's that one. We've gone over the Hangzhou Bridge in Ningbo in China as well. Well, there's that like really long bridge in Shenzhen, is it? The one that connects like Hong Kong to Macau or whatever that like nobody uses because you need to have like 8 licenses to drive it or something stupid like that. Okay, there's that. Jesus Christ. Huge. How big of a printer do you need? Yes. I need many printer of a couple millimeters. Several millimeters, couple printer. There we go. Make some room. Or when I put a V, yeah, when you put a V0 inside a V2 and you're like, wow, there's so much room for activity. This thing will fit. I could almost put my Pantheon in this thing. Okay, so now I gotta flip it because I built it upside down. Scratch the extrusions, scratch the extrude. How big of a printer do you need? big. There we go. Now it's the right way around. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And then we put the top on. Heck yeah. And now we need to put in some extrusions. So we need the E and D extrusions, which are this guy, and this guy. And what holds them in? Oh, they're just held in with okay. Yeah, these are rounded. The corners are rounded. Okay, so now this has little slots and they just slot in. Okay. So there's little notches and these just slide right in. And I'm probably gonna have to get some 1, 2, 3 blocks to raise it up. So 1 second here, let me go grab some more 1, 2, 3 blocks because this is not sitting flush. Let's see. 2. Answer. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's that. And how are these held in? Install the printing platform profiles at the bottom. 20/40 on both sides, 44 in the middle. Pay attention. So what's the plan for this? Print big stuff. I'm gonna go on a 3D printing nerd arc, or I'm just gonna print big stuff. I gotta put, okay, so put first M5 nut into profile. Use M5/8 and angle brackets to fix. Okay. Okay. So I need M5 T-nuts, M5/8s, and then I need corners. Which unfortunately, I don't think the corners are in here. I think the corners are in the box. So, 5/8 button heads. Do I need button heads? Are they button heads? They are button heads. Okay. So I need corner thingies, which I think are not in this. They're in a different one, but I may have some floating around somewhere that I'm gonna have to go digging now. Shoot. They are not in this box. Please tell me they're in this one. They are not. Are they in here? They are not. Please tell me they're in here. I have a box. They are not. It's all wires for the motors. Shite. Okay, so they are in a box. What box are they in? That's all drag chains. That's all drag chains. Yeah, those are all boxes. Okay, so how many do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12? Damn. Yep. Same as the bearing. So that would be this box here, which is going to be a pain to get at because this is here. Okay, so let's make some room here. Let's make some room here. Where's my kniff? There's my kniff. What are these? Oh, those are LEDs or something? I don't even know. Okay. So I'm hoping that they would be in the same box as the screws. The screws would be in the same box as this, right? That kind of makes the most sense, right? That would kind of make the most sense, I think. The box with the tools. So would that be the box over there? I mean, what we'll do is we'll come over to this side, guys. Hang out over here for a bit. You want to hang out over here for a bit? Let's hang out over here for a bit. Make some room. Don't need you right now. Winter is over. There, you go over there, you go over there. Make some room. Pick this guy up. Have to break the screen off of it. Okay. Much room for activities we got over here, eh? Okay. Corner brackets. Okay. So, this is all the tape and everything. I don't think it's this box. Because this box has all the CNC parts in it, I think. All the beds, all the fuses. So, that might be in here. I mean, these are all the CNC parts. All right, that camera's not on. And the CNC parts look pretty cool, not gonna lie. Wait for that to boot up. For the idlers, yeah, they're right here. So like, here's all the CNC parts. So that's all the CNC parts. And then this is panels. Yeah, so this is CNC parts and panels. So it's not this box. Okay, so it is that last box over there that I'm gonna have to dig out. So let's get this box out. Let's go back to the other room. Let's go back to the other room. Go back to this side. Oops. Oh. I mean, unlock failed. I'm right here. Really? No, log in. Come on. I am totally changing the password on this. Are you serious? Okay, what is going on here? What is going on with this laptop? Come on. Come on. Why aren't you oh my god. There we go. Okay. I am totally changing the password on that later. Oh, I know why. It's because I know why. Okay. So, bring you over here. Bring you over here. You are gonna go here, and you are gonna be. Ooh, that was been bad. Go there. You go there. You go there. Stay. There we go. That works. Until that collapses. Like a bowl in a china cabinet. I'm more coordinated than that. You gotta give me some credit. You gotta give me some credit. Come on. Hooray for garbage day being this week. I mean, it's every week, but it's also this week. Okay, so now I need to look through probably all these stupid boxes to try and find what I'm looking for. So, nope. See what you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a marker and I'm going to label these boxes. I'm going to label these boxes. Grab a marker. I got to have a marker somewhere. Marker. Marker. Because everything else is kind of in bags, so that's not too bad. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got here? This is PCBs. So this is PCBs. This is hot end. This is blower and exhaust. Fan blower. This is fans and wires. Fans and wires. Yeah, it is big. That's why it's living on this side, because literally this cannot leave this area now. What is that? Screen? Screen. Yeah, like I was like, should I build it inside? And I'm like, no, I can't build this inside the house, because if I build this in the house, whatever room I build it in can never leave that room. It's also why it's not being built on that side of the wall, because if I build it over there, it can't leave there, because I have the shelving here with all the printers, and I can't sneak it around. I'd have to move all the fridges and everything. I have to move my like beer fridge and bunker freezer and all that. So it's going to be built, and the plan is it's just going to live in this corner eventually. So. This is belts and bearings. Okay, so you said it was in the same thing as the bearing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here are the corner brackets. Nope. Okay. Bearings. There we go. Okay, let's. There we go. Where's this guy gonna live? It's gonna live over here. The plan is this area of my garage is gonna be more of a workshop area. This printer is gonna live somewhere along here because I'm gonna build a shed in my backyard so I can get my lawnmower out of here. So this side of my garage gets a little bit cooler in the winter and hotter in the summer because it's not as insulated as the other side because the other side has the heater and everything, and this area it's like walled off. But the plan is this is gonna live on this side of the garage because the reason I'm building this here is because if I ever need this to leave my house for whatever reason, garage door opens up and it goes out. If I build this anywhere else in my house, it will never leave the room it's built in. So at least if I build it here, I have the option of moving it somewhere else at some point. So, like, having an actual studio to do the channel out of is definitely not in the budget anytime soon. But if that ever does happen, it would be nice to be able to move the big ass printer over there. So the question I have here is I'm assuming I'm gonna have to make these flush. Yeah, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to lift these up to make them flush. Okay. So we got this. That, where's all the T-nuts? Where'd I put the T-nuts? Yep, the screws. Where'd I put the T-nuts? Where'd I put the M5 T-nut? Did I put them back in the bag? I think I did. I did. Each one of these is individually wrapped. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't exactly have a garbage on this side, but I have a pile. No, Mandit got a new studio. Good for him. It really sucks what happened. Like, we're lucky we own our house. Well, the bank does until February. But yeah, it would suck if he had to, if what happened to him happened. Like, it sucks. So glad he got it somewhat sorted out, at least. Alex, I should have warned you about tariffs and recharged you. That isn't really a thing. That is depending on the buyer and when you purchased it too, because stuff could have shipped without tariffs being in place, and it's. Here's the thing. Technically, the AliExpress buyer has no onus to warn you about tariffs. That is something that's between you and your government. Like, if you buy something, if I were to set up an online store and you buy something from me, and you go, hey, ship it to this country, and I'm like, okay, I ship it, and when it shows up at your country, you get hit with tariffs, that's not on me. That's on you. Like, tariffs are not a seller issue. It's a tax on the buyer. And especially right now, considering how freaking solid any of this is, with stuff changing daily, it's kind of like a complete gong show. Kind of sucks. What? I thought the Chinese government paid the tariffs. Yeah. Dude, there are people that think that. They think that the tariffs get paid by the seller. And it's like, what? In what world does that make sense? You can't just increase some other independent party's price and expect them to pay it. Ow, I'm not reaching down to pick up that T-nut. You didn't have enough M58s, LTX? I should be okay. I've got stock, so. Only 15% of Chinese exports go to, yeah. The USA needs China more than China needs the USA now. If this was like, I need to go get more, need to get another 1, 2, 3 block. If this was like pre-2020, this would be a lot more in the US's favor, because back then China was dependent a lot more on the US and most countries didn't trade with China as much. But nowadays everyone trades with China. So if you try to screw over China, China says, okay, I'm just going to go somewhere else, because everyone else will buy from them. And then the US tries the whole, well, if you sell with China, you can't buy from us. And everyone's like, what the hell do we buy from the US? Soybeans? Oh no, my soybeans. Because I think, yeah, you just need the M5s. You don't need T-nuts, right? Yeah, just M5 by 8s. No washers. Oh no, my soybeans. Used framework. Yeah, I have a used framework laptop. I love it. I love the framework laptop. It's so bad. And like, good bad. Where'd I put that 1, 2, 3 block I brought over here? I brought a 1, 2, 3 block over here. Where did I put? Oh. I love the Power Glove. It's so bad. Oh, she's a right chonker. Oh, you betcha there, buddy boy. You had to pay tariff? No, you didn't have to pay tariffs on the laptop. It's funny, I have this framework laptop. I also have a Steam Deck. And I got the Steam Deck, thank you, Apollo, by the way, because I figured I'd use it when I travel. And in the end, I end up using it not when I travel. I use it when I'm at home, hanging out on the couch. More than anything. I'm just getting these kind of pre-situated on. I don't know why I'm worried about getting these so squared up, and I'm going to loosen them all anyways. Because you want to know what the next step is after I put these bed spacers on? It's the idlers. It's the Z idlers. Because on this machine, the Z idlers sit on the top. They are upper Z motors, and the idlers sit on the bottom, actually. Primary gaming platform now. You travel a lot, though, John. Like I played through most of whatchamacallit, Mass Effect Legendary Edition on my Steam Deck. Oh, I gotta slide those back. Yeah, those gotta be slide back. Goes in there. Okay. Where did I put? Oh, that Allen key is gone. That Allen key is so gone. So right now I'm installing a bunch of, where did I put this Allen key? Did it fall? I think it fell. Where did this Allen key go? I think I dropped it. Yeah, it's gone. That Allen key is gone. Shoot. Yeah, I need to go get an Allen key. Yeah. Ah, okay. Are you the right size? Sure. Okay, back over here. Big printer is big. Yeah. Go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the buyer pays the markup. So say right now, if you buy, say right now you go on AliExpress, right? You go on AliExpress and there's random MacGuffin that you want to buy. And random MacGuffin is $100 and you buy it on AliExpress. When it shows up at your house or when it shows up at the port, you have to pay an additional $145 tariff on it. On top of any normal taxes and duties, there's also a $145 tariff because it's coming from China. Simple as that. we go. Unless you know, don't live in America. Okay, so that's that one. Okay. Okay, so now we put these guys in. 1, 2. What is it? It's not really just a power play. I've been told that Walmart has team is returning their 50K active ads on Facebook. Oh, it's nuts right now. Sooner than later. Hopefully. I mean, it's usually not a good sign to crash the world economy. Like, think about it. This is the first recession that we're living through that was caused by some guy on purpose. Every other recession is like, you know, global pandemic or like a giant societal collapse or like a bunch of shady, you know, banking or something. This is just straight up one guy just said, YOLO, let's crash the economy. Let's have some fun. It's my first day. This is Biden's economy. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I love how he like. Again, we're talking economics, not politics. So he's like, oh, it's doing bad. This is so and so's economy. Oh, it's doing good. This is my economy. But you just said it was the other person's economy yesterday. Yeah, but today it's mine. Put it this way, you know things are good when Warren Buffett today is like, you know what, screw the shit, I'm out, and basically announced he's retiring. When Warren Buffett goes, yeah, dog, I ain't dealing with this shit, I'm out, you know things are not good. Tariffs don't impact them. Yeah, that's why it's dumb to switch off from moving from like, oh, instead of income tax, we'll just generate that revenue through tariffs is unfair because it disproportionately affects those with lower incomes. Because then, you know, the people on lower incomes are paying more for necessities. At least from my understanding. Again, I'm not an investment banker or anything, but I do listen to a few people who do seem to know what they're talking about, and that's what I hear. That up. Push you down, push you up. Can't see chat anymore. go. Thing is massive. This is a massive printer. I'm gonna print the biggest, giantest muscular mushroom man on this thing ever. I'm not an investment banker, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express. And you're right, I have run out of should I be squeezing these together? I don't think I should be. It feels like there's a bit of a gap there, you know. There we go. Yeah, I'm short a couple M58, so hopefully I have some stock. Let me go take a looky-loo on my stock. Okay, yeah, I got 3 short, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. 7 short. 7 short. 7 short. M58s. Haha! I am short. Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, these are 6s, I think. M56s, I think. US can't have. Yeah, it's. So remember, kiddies, the US got off the dollar standard during Vietnam so that Nixon could. Oh no, these are actually M5. Okay, 1, 2. I'm gonna need washers. Shoot. Because these are M510s. So I'm gonna have to use M510s with washers. Okay. Actually, I might have M58s in a... What are you catching? What are you catching? Oh, that. VORON kit leftovers? I probably do. That's what I'm looking for right now. Those are M53s, M3s, M3s, M4s. These might work. M510s, nope. Those are M510s. Yeah, these are M510s. I've got M510s, I need M58s. That's the problem. Okay, hypermotive racing. I'm just gonna put out a little hypothetical here. Why would you want to be making t-shirts? Like, I don't get this whole, we sold, one, you did it. It's CEOs moved their shit over to China. It wasn't no country did that. It was greedy CEOs moved their shit over there so they can make higher profits. And instead of investing those higher profits in better standards of living, they said, fuck it, and they kept the money for themselves. So this isn't an issue that any one government is responsible for. It's a mixture of governments and companies. And unfortunately, us little peons at the bottom are kind of stuck with it. I'm gonna have to use washers. I'm gonna have to use M510s with washers, I think. Because I think that's all I have is M510s. Because Vorons don't use M58s anywhere. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Vorons use M58s anywhere, normally. Yeah. don't. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to use some washers. I'm gonna have to put some washers on these. Do I have M5 washers? M5 washers. I do. Absolutely be lights out. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter where the factory's out. If it's running lights out, who cares where it's at? Like, it's whenever I see like, oh, you know, everyone will just work in these factories maintaining the robots. It's like, no, there's nowhere near enough jobs doing that way. It doesn't work that way. Okay, there we go. It's like we should be working towards a wonderful post-scarcity society out of Star Trek, where we just have enough production where we don't need to work, and you are free to pursue the life you wish to pursue. But nope. Gotta have them short-term profits. Am I on the right camera? Did I turn it to the right camera? Somebody yell at me and make sure I'm on the right camera. I can't see stream over here. Since your health is tied to your job, it's pretty grim. Yeah, put it this way. I'm Canadian, in case you didn't realize. The only reason I was able to quit my job and go full-time YouTube was specifically because I am Canadian. And I don't have to worry about healthcare because it's just covered. So me being able to just go, you know what? My job is extremely stressful at the time. I'm gonna wing it and take a chance with this little YouTube thing and see if we can make that go a full-time thing. I would not be able to do that if I wasn't Canadian. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this the other way because these are little screws. Yeah, I gotta put the little guys in first. Yeah, the greed. Yeah, it's the greed factor. Like, put it this way, I've said this before. I personally would much rather live a $50,000 a year life where my expenses were $30,000 a year than live a $200,000 a year life where my expenses were $190,000 a year. I would much rather live a leaner, stress-free life than a higher end, more stressful life. Because guess what? None of that shit follows you to the grave when you die. So why deal with that bullshit? Why deal with it? As a warrior poet, Hawk2O once said, YOLO. Would save trillions. Yeah. What was it? Like the current US healthcare system, it costs like 50 trillion a year or 50 billion a year. I can't remember what it was, but it's like 50 units a year to run in its current thing. And if they were to switch to universal, it'd be like 37 or something like that. Because it's just like you pool your resources. It's like everyone has a Costco membership, right? Universal healthcare is like having a Costco membership. You pool your resources and you get some fun out of it. You get some benefits out of it by grouping it all together. Oh, this one's all fucky. Yeah, it's crooked. Nope, nope. I lost my T-nut. This is awkward, but we're almost done. I don't think this will work. Shoot. The washers ain't gonna let me get it in there. That's what she said. I don't think M510s will work. It chews a bit, but it goes. It goes. Come on, come on. There we go. Almost there, almost there. Don't forget, we are doing the giveaway at end of stream. Every stream, we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Do this now, class. Enter. Do this now. Win filament. Do it now. Enter. Win now. Well, win at the end of stream, but... There we go. Okay, there's that one. Okay, so yeah, so M510s will work. I'm pretty sure I dug into the extrusion a bit, but we'll make it work. Am I almost done? I mean, I'm almost done for putting the frame together. Index. The thing is, I don't think as fun as it would be to put an index on here. Don't get me wrong, it would be fun. I think this machine would be better off suited to just having a big nozzle, high flow hot end. Like this machine just screams wanting a big nozzle, high flow hot end. I don't want to... Oh my god, come on. What the hell is going on here? What the fuck? Drop my screw. No, I can't reach it. There we go. Come in. Because the plan for this right now is to build it stock, and then down the line we'll like we'll do some upgrades on it. Probably put something high flow in, because it comes with a, I think the nozzle it comes with is like just a regular hot end. Like it doesn't come with a high flow hot end, which is kind of funny. Like you would think a machine like this would come with like a Rapido at least. But it comes with just like a standard, like, I think it comes with a sail fin hot end. Needs a 1 millimeter. Now we're gonna put a 0.1 millimeter. 0.1 millimeter hot end. There we go. Oh yeah, we're totally digging into the extrusion, but whatever. I mean, it's only the bed. How critical is it? There we go. Okay, so that is that. And the next part is the lower Z idlers. And then the upper Z motors and rails. So I think that's where we're going to call it for the build portion of today's stream. Yeah, this is a big boy. This is a big boy. out so I don't lose it. Oh. Is it 4 heaters? Yeah, it's 4 independent heaters. So hopefully, if you know, in a perfect world, we shouldn't have to worry about blowing a fuse, because it'll be like this machine in a perfect world is basically the equivalent of running 4 printers, theoretically, because you have 4 independent beds. And the way, if it's done right, if the macro is done right, which isn't that hard to make sure it is, like on a VORON Phoenix, essentially when you tell it to heat the beds up, it heats the beds up sequentially. So it'll heat one up, then the other, then the other, then the other. And by the time you get to the last one, it's already heated up a bit already because of the radiant heating. So you have 4 independent beds. So once they all reach temperature, they're not like they're all hitting hard. So they all just kind of pulse. So it's not crazy power draw. So this will work on a standard residential 110 volt, 15 amp outlet, hopefully. In chat, Shrimp Father tells me I have to say hello to enter the giveaway, so hello. Who's Shrimp Father? Also, you got to enter, by entering, you got to go to the link and actually enter. Go find some 5x9x1 washers for the next stream. They are not in the kit. Well, they reached out to me and said there might be some stuff missing. And I'm like, cool, what is it? And then they haven't replied. But I think China's on holiday right now. So I'm not too concerned because we won't be touching this for about 3 weeks. So I built a giant big box that is, I'm turning off the laptop right now, by the way. Shut down. There we go. Because we're going back over there. Grab this, grab that. Cool. Turn this light off. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, framework laptop, real nice. I like it. I really like the framework laptop. Decent form factor, powerful enough. That thing is massive. It's a huge bitch. Okay. Let's go back over here. Okay. Hi, class. Oh, wow, we're at 11. Wow. I honestly thought today's stream would be much shorter. I thought today's stream would be a short stream. So yeah, so these are the wheels. And you can see you have this little knob that ratchets up and down the stop. So you can basically roll it around, and then once you get in the spot you want, you can lower it, and you can also level it with these. So you're able to level it and lock it in place once you have it there. Yeah, I have Bakelite on it. I'm tempted to actually switch it to something else, because right now I'm running Bakelite on it. I might switch to Fedora. We'll see. So yeah, so these are the casters that come with the kit. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, so that is step 1. Jeez, that thing is huge, eh? That thing is huge. Do they have good bearings in them? Sure. I don't know. I mean, I got nothing on here other than foot caster and the number 40 on the bottom. That's the only identifying marks I have on it. It is foot caster and the number 40 on the bottom. I have no other identifying marks. So, okay. I will give you until 11:10 to do the giveaway, because right now I'm going to pull up the manual. I want to show you where I screwed up on the manual. 1 second here. Let me pull it up here. Fysetc Venture XL. Download the manual. So you could see there was build this, and then build this. So what I think happened, I built this, and then I went back up to like this page, and then I scrolled down to like here or something. So I built, so you did this, and then you have to put this inside. But I'm looking at it on a laptop screen, so it was much smaller and it wasn't zoomed in. But see what I mean here about how it looked like it went on the side, but in reality it goes inside the C channel. So I think you could see how I kind of see how they got it highlighted here. It's like, oh, it goes on the outside. Like no, it goes on the inside. It's showing a through view there. What it should have did is shown a top-down view, a profile view. And then like, cause see how this is a top-down view. So yeah, this is a top-down view. So see how it sits nestled in there? Yeah. So that's what screwed me up. What happened to Alt? Is it still? Yeah, Alt is still in the works. It's just Alt's inside. I've been playing with it every now and then. The thing is, I need to learn software stuff because I need to set up a certain way. But Alt is still living. Alt is downstairs. Did it come with a 20 amp power cord? I think it came with a pretty beefy power cord. I don't know where I put it, but it did come with a pretty beefy power cord. But yeah, like the next step, this is where we left off, is put these in. The next step is the Z idlers, which actually go on the bottom. And then the motors, which go like, there's a lot to the Z motor here. They go on the top. So you don't have to flip this machine. And then you put your rails on. And then you start building your XY and off you go. Here's a big one. Here's a big one. There's LEDs go in the extrusion. But see what I mean? Like this build is relatively normal. Other than like the Z being upside down and the frame obviously being big chungus. This is a relatively normal VORON build for the most part, if you think about it. Yeah. Ooh, they butchered the, I don't like how they did the instructions here. I don't like that. Like there you put the feet on. So see what I mean? Like you don't really have to flip this machine too much, really. Like you do have to flip it here to put some heat bed stuff in. And the screen, which has the Raspberry, is the Raspberry Pi installed on the screen? What is that big honking thing? I'm assuming that's the Raspberry Pi. And there's the electronics, which is pretty much all pre-done. There's the controller board. Like this isn't that big of a build when you really, like, other than the fact that it's just fucking big. It's pretty much a standard VORON. It's just bigger, much bigger. So, yeah, and that's it. Yeah, the table with the extension plywood really came in handy. So I'm hoping before we get too much further into the build that I'll have a shed. Because once I get a shed, I can move like pretty much everything you see behind the printer out. I can get rid of the lawnmower and yeah, I'll have actual room. So. How many Z stepper? Still 4. The reason it has 4 beds is quite simple. One, getting a 600 by 600 bed that doesn't warp is kind of a pain in the butt. So what you do is you use 4 independent 300mm beds. Also, it saves you from having to get a big ass heater that would draw like a couple thousand watts. So instead, you have 4 450 watt heaters. So instead of, you know, think about it. So what, 450, so 4, 8, 12, 16 times 1800 watts of bed. That would pop most fuses, most residential fuses. 1800 watts. So instead you have 450, and once it powers up, once one bed gets to temperature, it doesn't run at peak anymore. It pulses its PWM, right? So it just needs to turn on just to keep it at the temperature. So you basically turn on each bed individually, and they ramp up. For beacon, yeah. I don't know what the stock pro. I think it comes with tap. So I'll probably run tap on it, and then probably with adaptive mesh, obviously. I have 20 amp breakers in my garage. Because I did all the wiring in the garage myself, and had it inspected. But I have 20 amps in the garage. The garage circuits are 20 amps. So, and then I also have a dedicated 220, but because the beds on this are 110, I can't run it, unfortunately. This would be a good candidate for, like, theoretically, like, just something to mull over. If you were building a machine like this and you knew where the machine was going to live, like if you ran a dedicated print farm or something, if you live in North America and you plan on doing a lot of 3D printing or machining or anything, it actually is pretty beneficial to install 220 because it just runs more efficiently, less amp draw. So. Is it a myth that you, Kyle, it wasn't really a myth. It was information. It was a statement based on information at the time. The general thinking is if you thermally shock your bed by heating it up too quickly, you can basically thermal shock it and cause it to taco. This is a thing that can happen. But we kind of think it might be result of more, we were assuming that's what was causing it and not really looking at the actual cause, because this is old info. This is based off like a post on like the Duet forums from years ago that was like, oh, the optimal heating for a bed is like 0.4 watts per square centimeter or something like that, right? Or 4 watts per square centimeter. There was like an equation, which usually led to running your bed at like 60% power. And because, oh, people tacoed their bed. Well, it turned out what was actually happening. One of the theories that I've heard, and I kind of believe it, this was also before we had flex plates. This was also back before we had flex plates. So a lot of people are running 5mm beds, 6mm beds, thinner beds, not thin, but still, you know, I got one here, you know, running a bed like this with PI directly attached to the bed. Well, what happens when you have a print that gets a little too stuck to your bed, right? So your bed is rigidly mounted in 4 corners, and you got PI directly on the bed. You don't have a fun modern flex plate. So what you do is you get your chisel out and you start, and over a couple years you kind of dish your bed down a little bit. You kind of put a little bit of a lean into it. So it's one of those things that, based on our thinking at the time, you shouldn't run your bed at max, but nowadays we've kind of realized, no, send it. It's not really an issue. You can run your bed at 100. So. Okay, let's do this giveaway. I am starving. So let's do this giveaway. If you did not enter, you got 2 minutes to enter. Link in the video description. You got 2 minutes. We are doing the giveaway at 11:15 my time. Yeah, you can send it to, Kyle, you can send it to 100% and send it. Don't forget to rerun the PID tune. You need to rerun the PID tune. We can get 415 volt 3-phase in residential and OS. Oof, that'd be nice. I have a 220. I have a 220 outlet here. That's it. And I installed that myself for the Milo that I used for a couple weeks, and then I haven't turned the Milo on in a while. One of my favorite things right now is following all the manufacturing bros on Twitter, trying to manufacture a toaster in the US. This is currently like the meme among the manufacturing community on Twitter right now, where it's like, we can make toasters in the US. And now a bunch of like manufacturing bros are trying to make toasters in the US. Like, buy it once, it's good for life, toasters made in America. And so there's a whole bunch of people doing it. And I'm like, heck yeah. I hate appliances that fall apart. I'd buy, the problem is, I'm sorry, this is a crappy toaster. One, it only has one heating element, I think. But I'm sorry, I like my 4-toast toaster. I cook 3 pieces of toast. When I make toast, I'm a 3-toast person. So I need more than one slot here. I need more than one slot here. Peak toaster was the 80. Have you ever seen the original electric toaster designs? How sketchy AF those things were? Like, go, I think there's like some YouTube videos about them. Go look up like old original electric toasters and how much of a electrification and fire hazard those things are. It is insane. Okay. We got all that. Okay, file save. Let's load up marbles. You know what my toaster is? It's whenever my toaster dies, it's whatever the best toaster I can get with my air miles. Which kind of sucks because air miles have kind of fallen off a cliff and I don't even collect them anymore. But for the longest time, you want to know what toaster I have? Whenever the old one died, whatever the best one I can get with my air miles was. That's the toaster I have right now. 250. Okay, let's do random bots 250. Play. And then don't forget, if you are a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or you find the Twitch channel and throw it at Twitch Prime and you link your Discord with it. Tomorrow's video is live and linked in the Only Benchies Yacht Club channel. After the stream ends, I'll put like a Patreon post and a YouTube community post out about it. But tomorrow's video is live. It is a tour of Big Tree Tech. So if you want to see how the Kraken is made, there you go. Tomorrow's video. Let's take a look here. So of course, how it works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball out and your ball wins, you also win a free hat. This one right here is a lucky ball. The Reverend. You have a lucky ball, sir. Good luck. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes your ball go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes every other ball go slower. Good luck. Oh, and also don't forget, if you are subscribed to the channel, even if you subscribe right now, it greases your ball up and makes it go even faster. I'm gonna put my gamer stuff. I almost grabbed the bottle of ISO. I'm thirsty, but I'm not that thirsty. Oop, what am I doing? There we go. Bemovely. Oh, no. Martin's in the lead. Oh, who? Up. No, you're not in the lead down under Maker. There you go. Comma. Riffraff. Oh, no. KCMO buff. KCMO buff. Congratulations. KCMO buff. You have won. Pull you up here. KCMO. Nope, Control F. KCMO. There we go. Congratulations. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from Polymaker. Okay. Discord. I do not want a Discord overlay. Go away, Discord? Okay, by the way, we use Discord, obviously, as our community is based on Discord, and then also the VORON Discord, obviously. Discord, prepare for Discord to go to shit. Prepare for Discord to go hardcore down the enshittification route, because they just got a new CEO who is the CEO of like Candy Crush or something, and Discord is all about going to be trying to nickel and dime you for stuff. So yeah, expect Discord to just go to shit over the next little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if like I'm gonna have to pay for it. Like, I refuse to pay for Discord. I refuse for all that. But yeah, it's like, no, dog. No. 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 Okay. What's today? Today is the 3rd and 1 spool. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna call it there. So shout out to Fysetc for the kit that we are building for the Venture XL. If you do want to get one of those kits yourself, I have a normal link to it. It is not an affiliate link. I don't do affiliate links on stuff I haven't built yet. So if you are interested and want to know more about it, there is a link in the description. If you are American, be aware tariffs are a thing. Have fun with that if you are planning to buy one. See, this is the problem. I can't in good conscience recommend printers for Americans right now because the price can change so much. Because like a Bambu Lab P1P at $500 is a good value. A Bambu Lab P1P at $800 is not a good value. And it, you know, the price is different here and 30 minutes that way is a $300 price difference. So it kind of sucks right now if you're trying to buy a printer. It sucks. But yeah, so shout out to Fysetc for that. Shout out to shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we give away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs one, use code Canuck, save 10% on your order. And for those that donate to the channel, give the memberships to others or became members of the channel yourself. I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. It's late. I'm tired. That build was fun. And that's just the frame. So I will see you on Tuesday. Don't forget, video on the channel tomorrow. And some of you I may see in Sweden this week. Goodbye. Sleep well. Wash your hands.